Good morning. It is, and I'm still not wearing my watch. I don't know where I put it. Maybe it's in the jewelry box where it belongs, and I always forget to get it out. It is, I can tell you, wait, 8:20 a.m. And today I didn't have to. Do you see this ear? Yeah. Benny wants to sit on my lap again, but not now, Benny. Geh mal zurück. Geh mal zurück, kleiner Kumpel. So ist brav. Today Tommy took the car, so I didn't have to get up so early and I didn't have to drive to the train station. What did I do this morning? I read 2 chapters of The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens just because I couldn't hold myself back. I love this story so much, and yeah, so I read in advance already for Saturday. Today is Friday, by the way, December 15th, and I checked the tracking number. Today, in approximately 2 to 3 hours, the Oppo subscription will arrive. It's always so exciting. Benny, geh zurück. Benny, bleib. And yeah, today is December 15th. It feels like the end spurt for me when it comes to Christmas preparations and so on. So today I will write the final list of things I want to buy. I must not forget and maybe prepare for Christmas. These tiny things like goodies, when we take goodies with us to family gatherings, for example, we call this Mitbringsel. Let's choose this word as the word of the day because I know you like it very much. Mitbringsel would be word by word translated take with you or bring with you, and then there is this ending, sel, mitbringsel, and it's like to make this word a little cute, you know, to make it smaller. A tiny thing to bring with you, to give hosts, for example. Yeah, and these kind of things will be on my list. And oh, yesterday our Christmas letter arrived, so that means I can start to write the Christmas notes on the Christmas letter and, you know, prepare the envelopes, and so I will show you. I think it's the 3rd or 4th year that my husband and I write a Christmas letter. I got the idea from American series and movies. That's not a common thing here in Germany. So not a private thing. Companies used to, are used to doing that, or for example, organizations and so on. But typically, if organizations and clubs do that, they also beg for money in these letters. Yeah, and companies tell you how great the year was and what they achieved with the help of the customers and so on. But private people usually don't do that. And I have these wine red envelopes, and here is the letter, and it has photos of us and a little review of the year, some personal notes, and then I will add on the back side, I think, in addition, some personal words for everyone, for the specific, or to the specific person who will receive this letter. This year I have the time. Last year it wasn't possible. I only put down or set my signature, and Tommy did so, and I had to ship it. I think last year it was so close to Christmas. I think I shipped it on the 23rd or even 24th, I don't know. It was very, not stressful, but yeah. I didn't start to prepare the Christmas letter so early. This year I started in October. I have this form every year, so it's already prepared in Word, Microsoft Word. I don't want to crinkle so much. So I don't only have to change the texts and the pictures, but yeah, you have to sort your photos. You have to think through what is worth to be in the Christmas letter, what's interesting for the people who will receive it, and so on, collecting all the photos, memories, and so on. And that I started in October. You know why? Because my trusty bullet journal told me so. I live by my own advices I give you. So I told you that I made a Christmas list last year during the Advent season, when I realized that some things didn't go as I wanted them to go. So I wrote down everything I want to do better and differently in the next year. And one of the things was, for example, start the Christmas letter in October. That means I already collected the photos, sorted through the photos in October, wrote only bullets like events and so on I don't want to miss in the, so I really want to have in this letter, I don't want to miss and forget about, and so on. So the raw letter was set in October, and then I worked on it occasionally and finalized it in December, and that made it so much more fun and so much easier. Yeah, the Christmas list. I will write the Christmas list in my new bullet journal as well. So I think in the next week or so I will set up my new bullet journal for the next year. It comes in handy that my journal will be nearly full by the end of this year. That means I can start the new year with a new bullet journal. I don't do this always because it would be a waste of pages of very good paper. I always buy quite good books. This one is, I think, Leuchtturm. It's interesting that Leuchtturm, is it from Leuchtturm? I'm pretty sure it is. That Leuchtturm is famous in the US as well. So maybe you would pronounce it Leuchtturm. I don't know. I will write it on the screen. The ch is difficult, I know, for English native speakers. And Ryder Carroll has a collaboration. Did you hear the pitter patter? It's because of him. Ryder Carroll has a collaboration with Leuchtturm. They even, so they come out with an yeah, okay, looks like he's wearing a wig. They now come out with the colorway of the year, and I didn't buy the current colorway of the year. I bought a dark blue one for the next year, and they made a bullet journal pen this year, but I didn't buy that because the normal cheap ones are enough. The only thing I do add to my bullet journals is a loop for the pen, because the book doesn't come with it. And Amazon, you can get these in several different colors off of Amazon. I think I bought a set of 20 in all the different shades, and it matches this book quite well. And I have a dark blue already attached to the new blue book as well, but I will show you the setup of my new bullet journal in another video. I will try to shoot a little bit, so to give you an impression on how I keep my bullet journal, because I realized that many people are interested in it, and some of you already started some lists. I do in my bullet journal I spoke about, and I'm happy about it, because I'm sure it will help you, and I'm sure it will improve your way to live and to organize and to plan, and it will make your life so much easier. But it won't make your life easier if you if you do what everyone in the internet seems to be doing in the beginning of the new year. There are so many pretty well-made inspirational videos on YouTube and blog posts about setting up my bullet journal, and you have all these artsy, very time intense setups of every kind of journal. It's just too much. There is another video from, I think it has over 1 million clicks. I think there's a woman, and I think there are two different videos from two different ladies. And the title is like, why you will quit bullet journaling and so on. And she covers all of these things. You do too much, too artsy, too time intense, because this is meant to be help and not another chore. Now I will finish my cup of coffee and have a look. I can have a look with you now in my bullet journal, what's on my list today. So I did the morning prayer already, and I prayed the rosary, so I can cross off this. I write this down every day, not because it should making me feel guilty if I check my tasks and I still haven't prayed the rosary or the liturgy of the hours. This is a very good helper. I know I want to do it every day, but it's helpful to write it down. Okay. I wrote down the goodies I want to prepare and some one Christmas gift and the list, the Christmas shopping list, the final one. Oh, and there's this one shelf in my yarn room I want to clean up a little bit. It's the shelf with the cupboard with all our games, board games and so on. Okay. So, finishing this cup of coffee and then going to do everything I wrote down today. Hello again. The Opal subscription arrived and I thought I'd open it together with you. The only thing I did was cutting the box, and now we will have a look inside the shipment together. Wait, I will try to not look into the box so I'm a little bit more surprised. So I expect 6 balls of yarn and 1 Christmas present, and that usually is another ball of yarn. But I have heard that it was in the past, in the past they also added other goodies like Christmas lights, so fairy lights. But I don't think they do that anymore. Okay, let's have a look at the first ball. Oh, this is so much fun. Oh, this is a keeper. I love that. Look at this. They did not change the yarn tags. I always thought they swapped them out every year. Oh, this is so much fun. So many fun colors. I hope they will make new minis soon so I can put them in my shop. Oh, that is a great men color. I love that. That's a mix of browns or brown and different grays. I think I know who will receive a pair of socks out of that, or maybe even a hat. It's so much fun to open the subscription. Interesting. That looks like, oh, there's okay, that's the Christmas present. There, the tag says Wollige Weihnachten, Yani Christmas. And this colorway reminds me of several things. So first of all, it reminds me of the surprise colorway. Maybe I can insert a photo here, but without sparkle. And it reminds me of a flower, but I don't know which one. I think there is a flower that looks like this. That's pretty. But isn't it more a thumbnail? Maybe I should put it aside for... No, I can't put it aside. Because my goal is to knit up this shipment before I receive the next shipment. So in the Ravelry group for the Opal subscription, I came up with the idea to challenge ourselves, and everyone does it in a different way. So you set yourself a specific goal. For example, for example, from one shipment you have 4 balls left and you want to knit through it before the next shipment arrives. So you don't only have to finish the newest shipment, if that makes sense. I'm so excited. Isn't that stupid? Oh, another. I think this is the shipment of the bright colors. I like that. That is very playful. Let me see if I can change the light so you can see it. It's a little bit more bright. This is fun. In my opinion, this is a perfect children's colorway. Oh man, it's so much brighter than you see here. Wow. Okay, this is my favorite. And I see a mix of two different colorways, but I don't know the names. We had a colorway that had many of these peaches. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite so far. This will become a pair of socks for me, a vanilla pair of socks. Oh, I'm so excited. 5. So 2 more left. Wow. Wow, that looks like a fireplace. Or not a fireplace, but a fire. You know, a log and fire. That is fun. Wow. I think the last shipment wasn't so exciting. This one is so much better. The last ball is here. Okay, that is pretty, but not so exciting to show. That could be for a man, but also great for me because I love blue. And let's see if there is anything. No, the box is empty now. Oh, is that much fun? Okay. Let's see. We have 2 darker colors. Perfect for men. The problem is usually Opal has more brighter colors and only 1 or 2 balls which are dark and men appropriate. So I usually put them away immediately from the men in my life. But I would like to have a pair of socks out of this too. It has a little bit of violet inside and gray and dark blue and different shades of blue. I would like to have that. So I think, difficult. I have more yarn in my stash for men, so I don't have to use those. But they could be great for men. This would make a great hat, in my opinion. Ooh, pretty. And I don't know how these knit up, because they don't have knit up samples on the tags. You can be surprised and have fun. Or I usually visit the Facebook group and the Ravelry group, and the ladies are very quick with their cast-on pictures. Here we have 2 very bright colors, and this is a little bit, both are a little bit brighter. And I assume that you will have, so that this will be pretty regularly striping yarn. I assume that you will always have green, next color, green, next color, green, next color. But the green is, I wouldn't say speckled, I would say semi-solid. I will try to show you, because there's 1 centimeter light green, 1 centimeter dark green, and so on. I will try to show you. Yeah, here you can see it. I love all those colors. The one I like the least is this, but I'm sure as soon as I cast this on, it will be stunning. It's often the case with Opal yarns that they don't look so fantastic in the ball, and then pretty. Okay, very much fun. Then we have this one very delicate feminine one. Probably, I'm not sure which one to cast on first. I'm very tempted to start this, although I'm not a green person, but the striping looks so fun. Maybe it's also a little bit Christmas tree-ish, we'll see. But other than that, this could be my first or second cast. Oh, this is so pretty. Maybe this is my first cast on. And This one is very interesting. I'm so excited how this knits up. Because again, you have these, it's not speckled. These kind of prints usually create some kind of Scandinavian, how it's called, I think lyse pattern, so lice, like lice. Yeah, oh man. And this, it reminds me of something. Which flower do you see, or which plant? I don't know what I see. I know there is a flower or a plant that has all these colors, but which one? Maybe rhododendron? I don't know how this is called in English. Yeah, there are rhododendron in this colorway, so I don't know how it's called in English. I'm sorry. It's a very... It's a bush. I would say it's a bush. I don't know. That blooms, so that has very big blossoms and blooms in spring, as every flower, pretty much every flower. And the rest of the bush is evergreen. And so evergreen, I mean that it's always green, yeah? And where I come from, there are many, is it called nurseries? So tree nurseries? I think that's how it's called. It's funny because isn't nursery also something for babies? And where I come from, there are many these tree nurseries, if that's the right word. In German, we say tree schools, where they offer the rhododendron. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's very difficult to say that in English, but I will insert English words in the photo on the screen. And probably that's what's reminding me of. Probably. And the tag is pretty. I have never seen... Oh yes, they had one Christmas tag in the past when they had the 3-ply yarn. I gave that away. I think I swapped it or I gifted it because I didn't want to knit with 3-ply yarn. I prefer 4-ply. Oh, okay. Now I will try to make not a photo. I will show you the whole thing. Ta-da! Honestly, I really would like to grab 1 or 2 balls, sit down in my chair, I think turn on Vlogmas or so, I'm a little bit behind, and simply cast on new socks. Just now. I mean, I have finished a lot of my to-do list today. I prepared the goodies. I showed you a little bit of that, so I don't say who will receive it, but it's called Christmas 15 minutes of Christmas in a bag. I gifted that in the past several times, but I called it 15 minutes of Advent in a bag because I didn't give it away for Christmas. But I printed out one of my favorite Christmas Advent/Christmas stories. I think it's an Austrian story. I decorated a tea light with washi tapes, and I will add Christmas tea and some kind of chocolate. I will put everything into a paper bag, and on the paper bag I will add so 2 tags. On the front it will say 15 minutes of Christmas in a bag, and on the back side it will have instructions like brew the tea, read the story, light the candle, brew the tea, read the story, and don't forget about the chocolate. So something like that. That will be a little giveaway. That was the word I was looking for in the morning when I said how we call it, a Mitbringsel. When you have little goodies. You are invited to a party and you want to give the host something, you give a Mitbringsel. Yeah. And, oh yeah, I can show you how I wrapped the birds of happiness. Here are the stories I printed. I only had to order the paper bags. I didn't have I didn't have them at home. So here is a box. And it's one part of a Christmas present. And here are the birds of happiness. Yeah, I think that is a good way to display them. And as I said, it's only part one of a Christmas present. The second part will be a voucher for something. I did this. Oh, and then here you see, wait, do I show something? No. Here you see in this big red box, probably I can make a photo or a little video today and I will show you after Christmas, because I know the person who will receive it is watching this video. That is done. And here you see the, wait, the bag. Oh, it's so difficult. These bags, they have elder blossom jelly, homemade, and self-made vouchers for something, and I will add some Christmassy stuff in addition. So these are the last Christmas presents, but I don't have to ship them. They will be given personally. So that is everything of that is done. And I don't have to cook today because I still have the, you know, this dish from Afghanistan. I don't know how the adjective is of Afghanistan. If Afghanistanian? I don't know. So this dish, the pumpkin and the lavash bread. I want to bake a red wine chocolate cake for the weekend. Do a little bit of cleaning. So I did the big cleaning already the day before yesterday, but you know, for the weekend. And I think a little bit cleaning wouldn't be bad. I will have one other machine for a load of laundry. We say machine, not load. We say I have to make 2 machines of laundry today. So, but I know you say loads. I did something on my website already. I did shipping for the shop already. So there isn't so much to do today. That is amazing. That means I can cast on. What would you cast on? Which colorway? I know the pastel one is not very Christmassy, but it doesn't have to be. But it looks like so much fun. But the green one is, they all are so pretty. But this time, I told you, I think yesterday, this time I will indulge in casting all these socks on, or whatever I want to make out of these yarns. Because if I wait another week until I know what the candidate for the pattern battle is, this first excitement is gone. And that is the most fun, to start right away and, yeah, enjoy the moment. Oh, it's so difficult to decide. So I will cast on one of these. This is so fun. You definitely never know what comes next when you knit a row around. But this one is so much fun. Ah! It's difficult. You will find out on this show. Bye.